I want all these bitches dead. Can't compete with me, I'm not the one. I told hoes to suck my dick, they put their hair up in a bun. I let these bitches see I should've left these hoes with none. Never smart to be for me, what can I say? These hoes be dumb. Bitches love to die young. Look, the water fountain, put my toes in it. Music fire, put my soul in it. My coochie in my business, these bitches love putting their nose in it. Tell a bitch you better use your head before I come there, put a hole in it like that. Now she can roll with it. They say, party, you tweaking now. I don't be tweaking enough. Bitch be doing shit and I be letting it slide. I don't be bringing it up. Bitch be out here telling lies about me and y'all just be eating it up. But when I drag it to hell, party, you evil as fuck. She said my name, she get a belt. She think I'm
What's up, guys? How y'all doing? Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. What's up?
I don't even rap no more, I drive hearses. Bitches got some nerve and then be nervous.
What's up, guys? How we doing? How we doing? It's Friday. One day I'll get tired of Cardi B, but it ain't yet. I'm doing good. Last weekend at camp. Right, it does. I woke up this morning, walked outside, and it was so oof. And I was like, this is amazing. It ain't today. Hello, hello. I'll be stressed this weekend trying to get everything done. Are you still waiting for it to cool down? It'd be hot during the day, but then it cools down at night and during the morning it starts to cool down a lot. Well, not a lot of people in here yet, but I do have a little bit of tea from the scenario we was talking about last night. Can you see me? I see you. What's up, Queen? What's up, Jen A? So today was my grandmother's birthday. Not the one that was sick. My dad's mom. She's the one who passed away. So I went to her Facebook today and I wished her a happy heavenly birthday. I told her I hope she's having a great time up there with Dad and Papa. And I looked down at her friends list and I saw a guy named Trace. Now, Trace was another guy who was like an uncle to me growing up. He was actually my uncle, Mike, who is a couple years, like 2 years younger than my daddy. He was Mike's best friend, but he hung out with all of them. So my dad, Rick, Rob, Bill, they all hung out together. And I said, y'all know me, and I do believe in some signs, right? Y'all know I don't believe in all signs, but I do believe in some signs. So I was like, I wonder if I could reach out to him. So I reached out to him and I said, hey Trace. What's up, Harry? Hey Trace. I know this is going to be an odd question because I haven't talked to you in a while. But do you know a guy named Lewis? And I said his last name. And he said, that sounds familiar. I said, well, that sounds familiar. And I said, well, here's a picture. And he said, oh, yeah, I do know him. I said, all right. So he said, why, what you want to know? I said, well, look, I sent a picture of my brother and him together. And he said, is that his son? I said, Mama says no. However, I think so. And he said, well, he looks he looks just like him. And I'm like, yeah, don't he? So I was live. Earlier today, we was packing some orders. And they called me. Well, they sent a message and said, hey, call me when you get this. I said, all right. Well, she has every right to find out, too. But you right. But she do. And I said, look, she threw me off because I looked down at my text message. They said, call me. I said, okay. I call him up, and he said, you know, I was sitting here talking to my wife, and I remember something. And I said, what you remember? And he said, I remember going with your daddy when he was getting plates out of the house. And I guess this is when Mom and him split up. He was getting the plates out of the house. And he said, I'm going to kick his ass because he did something with Lori. I'll wait for my mom to come up in here because she be coming up here sometimes. But I said, That same time she got pregnant with Brandon. Oh yeah, Brandon told me. I saw. He said, I didn't know you was talking about me. You didn't even let me know. You didn't even let me know. So let me tell him I'm live. I'm waiting for my brother DNA test to come back. I don't think we have the same father. Oh, you're in it too? He might be sleep. He hasn't been feeling good. He's been sick for a couple days now, so he might be sleeping. I text his girlfriend. That's what I say, K-Saw. I'm waiting. We tried to call. We tried to call today, but Mama didn't answer the phone. But me, Brooke, and Brandon all got on three-way, and we tried to add her in to the call. But it's going straight to voicemail. Oh yeah, Liz, that's right. See, was yours the Ancestry or the 23andMe? See, it don't tell nobody when I'm live. I don't know why it does that. Why y'all shadow ban me? Okay, I don't know why you don't send out my shit. How you know my mama name? Did I say it? You spelled it right too. I told you how it was spelled. Lord guess it's planning to do. Oh, you spelled it right too. Lori. I'm telling you, family secrets coming out. She said, she said we about to watch. I know they invested just like we are. I told him. I said I was telling the live about it, and we was talking about. He said, "Oh, why didn't you tell me he was live?" I said, "My bad. I'll let you know." Yeah, doing the DNA, that opened a can of worms. That's when you find out things when you're like, wait, you told me I was this. Why I'm not related to any of them? So, family secrets be coming out. Podcast name, Family Secrets. Oh, look, they're my sister too. Brooke, I was just telling them. I just told Vernon and Lakin I was on because we was talking about how we found out some more tea about how my dad was saying that he was mad because something happened with them two. And that we tried to call on three-way. Well, we did.
Were you tossing it earlier?
Why you do that?
Okay.
Why you do that?
What?
Yeah.
He stole our lint ball. Or not a lint ball, our tire ball. Yeah.
He loves balls.
Out in freaking, I know, I told him not to take it outside. We walk outside and it's out here. He even took it way over here. And I never see toys over there, do you?
No.
You dirty birdie.
Ooh, cute.
Like
What'd we
that?
say? Pauline?
Pauline.
I love all those.
Brooke said I always knew it.
Some of
Yeah, her phone
more
went
of
straight
those
to
should be
voicemail.
highlighted.
I know.
It didn't ring. Podcast. I can't make this shit up, right? Why y'all calling my man out like that? Who, Frankie? Which one we calling out? I'm calling out a lot. If you're talking about Frankie, it's because him's a bad boy sometimes, and he don't be listening. She said yes,
I
Frankie.
know you ain't talking about this potato.
I'm talking about that potato right
That
there,
handsome
who
baby
don't be
boy over
listening.
there.
And I said,
Did you see that?
do not. Look, I'm gonna show. I took a picture of the dryer ball, right? Because I sent it to you.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't even shown you the pictures of the baby yet.
God dang it.
Look.
Baby.
That's him with the little
Dryer ball.
dryer ball in his mouth.
I knew it was going to be an issue. Where's this going?
I'm like, you silly, silly boy.
I'll show you the puppy.
Thank you.
Oh, hold on. Let me show you. Are you gonna show her the puppies?
I'm trying.
Okay, I'll show the puppies.
Wait,
Well,
I
the
have
puppy.
To show Nikki first.
I know.
Her little hair's coming off.
I know.
I love it. I hope she has a little mohawk.
I think she will.
I know.
Oh! She's smiling for you.
Her little curl tail.
Which one did you say? Oh,
Aw.
this is the face that I just love your face so much.
I just opened
She just opened her eyes. Look at look at his ass. A little wonky looking thing.
She's like, why on earth? My eyes just opened. You took me out into this blazing
Right?
sun.
She's like, what are you doing?
Come back here.
So, super excited. She's so cute.
Yes, she is.
I love this little judgy face. Like, this face is so.
Already
Look at that judgy ass face.
I love it.
So cute.
She just looked like she judged it. Like, get out of my face. Put me back in there. Little Betty. Little Rhonda.
I'm telling you, her name's gonna end up being Rhonda. I could feel it days ago.
When do we get her? I think it's gonna be close to like Thanksgiving.
I guess we need to ask that question officially.
Yeah. Calculating up, I think like the week before Thanksgiving is 8 weeks. And then the week of it is like 9 weeks. So
Maybe the beginning of that 9th week.
yeah, so I'm hoping like even if we could get her at 8 weeks, I'd be like maybe they just keep her until we come, because I mean we're going down there anyway. So
Where is she?
Georgia. Georgia.
Oh, so you go for Thanksgiving
And
and
then just,
then keep going.
did you tell your dad yet? Or is it gonna be a secret?
I think
Did you tell her what your daddy did? Or what he's doing instead of just meeting
Instead of just meeting us down there, he's coming up here to get the dogs, even though we'll see him
on Sunday?
I was like, we're gonna be like, you dumb, whatever. Thanks,
What?
I love you. Sometimes he's so helpful, it's frustrating,
He
you know?
just needs to get.
He just no. He just wants to go look at that damn garden.
I look like ass.
I think he just needs to get out.
He's
it's a
out
fun
right
road trip.
now.
He's at a casino right now. He just got back from a 2-week trip to the northeast.
Right? The
Like-
man's been going for the past 2 years. Like
70-year-old
Jesus.
got more energy.
Than me.
He's on a getaway
he's going
right
to
now.
a concert tonight that starts at 9.
Right? It's a completely out of his way to come here.
Doesn't need to.
He's not
Completely out of the way. Like, makes no
But
sense
you know why
whatsoever.
he's doing it? So the dogs don't have to be in the car as long. Well, they don't need to be riding and then riding again.
Y'all don't want to ride again, then ride again.
They won't be able to stretch their legs.
Then stop and let them stretch their legs like we do. We pull over at rest areas and like different parks, and we take them for a walk.
I'm gonna pee 5 times.
Oh my God, yeah. They don't have to worry about it when you ride in a car with this one, because she gonna stop enough for them, so they get to get out the car often. And I just roll my eyes. Liz says I'm about to go visit me and Sam's daddy soon.
Somebody block her. God darn.
Why? That could have been a text.
Could have been a six. It could have been.
Hey,
Yeah. He's a trip.
Let me get a green Jolly Rancher.
Yeah, I'm allergic to
what's
them.
the magic word?
Please, friend. Thank you.
So sweet.
I hate that I'm allergic to them, because those are the best ones.
Ah, the blue are really
Debatable.
good.
Those used to be
Watermelon
my
are the
favorite.
best.
Just watching you put it in your mouth made my jaws tingle. I muted her for 5 seconds. Quinn said.
Thank you.
You got the 5-second mute. Janae muted me for her entire live today.
How rude.
Sometimes you talk a lot.
Was you talking shit or talking too much?
She didn't mean to, bitch. It was done on accident.
Oh,
I would have done
Liz
it
is
too.
back.
Ugh, dang it.
Whatever. I do talk a lot. Why are you laughing?
This is why we're starting a podcast.
Yes. One of these days. Also, if you see my shirt and it looks wet, it is because I was watching a show before we got on here. I cried my eyes out. I was so upset that I was crying before I had to
So
come
funny.
live. But oh man, I was crying, yo. I could not stop, y'all. It was so stupid.
It was sweet.
It was so sweet. Ugh. It was a game show. And this girl won.
Don't worry, it was just a bunch of streamers.
Insider USA.
Don't give away.
On Netflix.
Yeah. I cry when people win things, even when I don't think they deserve them. Oh. It's a game show. Shut up, Liz. Yes.
What?
She's going to play Fortnite.
She said she needs to murder.
Fortnite. She wanted to play earlier, but I didn't want to. I told her to play, and she was like, "Well, why don't I spend time with you?" I was like, well, "You can, but you can play Fortnite." She was like, "No, I'll just wait until you go live." I was like, "That's sweet."
Did you see how she
And
stomped
then
off?
she said, "Bye." That was
Stomped off like this.
Yeah, that's what she does. It's her little stomp up. Bye.
Yeah.
What is the Price is Right? $7.
$7.99 usually.
Bowl 20.
$6.99.
$5.99. $4.99.
6, 7.
6, 7. Oh yeah, Sam is coloring in the coloring book you sent her, Liz. The
She sent it to us.
huh?
She sent it to us, right?
Yeah.
Is it the tooting animals?
Yes.
That's a good one.
Have you finished the bear?
Mm-mm.
No.
Just stop.
Just to come out here.
Okay. Anyways, don't really have any plans tonight. Just decided to come on, tell y'all my little bit of news about finding out about Mom and her escapades. Possible, alleged escapades. But if you've seen the picture, what did we find out? That my dad was upset with her and upset with him because they had escapades together. I know, right? That's literally him. That's literally, like, you can't tell me no different. That literally, when I showed my grandma and she said that's Brandon, I was like, no, it's not. No, it ain't. But she told me Jen quit lying. I never did. That a lie. Jen determined that is a lie. Can't be held in the court of law because I don't really know. But my eyes tell me different. That's what my eyes tell me. Bruh. I just be looking at this picture since we got it. My flabbers are gassed. Right? Bro, they have it. Oh my god, it's so crazy. The beards don't lie. It's this mark and this mark. I don't even think I told Brandon that. Lakin or Brandon, are y'all in here? If y'all in here, I'm going to show y'all what I noticed last night. Brooke, you still in here? I don't know if I showed her either. Oh, shit. Copy, paste. Bruh, look. Look. Notice this last night. Alright. Look at this part of his beard. Look at that part of his beard that don't grow in. Look at this divot right there and that one right there and the beard. They literally have the same markings where the hair doesn't grow. Bruh. Look at the fucking beard line. Look at that beard line. Can't even. Smile the same. Teeth the same. Lips the same. Whoa. We was gonna call Mama. Brooke said, Jen, go live. Go live. We'll call Mama now. Who are they? This one is my brother. This one with the sunglasses right here is my brother. This guy, my daddy's best friend. Scandalous. Scandalous. Don't tell him he's cute. My mama ginger too, so I will say, my mom got red hair too. That's why I said, you know. She said that ain't his daddy. She said she ain't ever done nothing with him. Whose eyes are different? Their eyes are different? Mm-mm. DNA test, the only thing they're gonna prove it to me. Ain't nothing else can prove it to me. Show me the DNA. Lying. Yeah, I told y'all my story about how many daddies I had. How many daddies? The real ones in here. How many daddies I have? Deal. Yeah, they ain't know we be able to do our own DNA test. They ain't know that. Once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe. 3. Crazy. Brandon 2. 3. Well, we'll see. We shall see. I'm excited to see what comes about with this. He wants to know. We called him and talked with him about it. So, God forbid a girl have a wild. I know, right? God forbid. Just be honest about it. Look, y'all know me. If you honest about it, it makes it so much easier. Because now I'm thinking I think you're a shitty person for not being honest. If it comes back and I'm wrong, then I will say that I was wrong and I will apologize and say, I probably would have believed you if I didn't have 3 daddies. Okay? But I apologize for thinking that you lied. But if it comes back, that is true. Well, then what you gonna say? You still gonna deny it? And knowing my mama, she's still gonna deny it. We could probably get a DNA test that come back 99.99, and she'll be like, not me. We ain't found them yet. We ain't. It's a touchy subject, you know, because he's married. So I don't want to, like, you know, roll up in there and be like, yo, long last, my long lost little bro, want to know if you ever did anything, ever did anything with our moms, man, you know? No, I tried to find him on Facebook, because, you know, Gen X, he's a Gen Xer, so I tried to find him on Facebook, and I figured that's where I would find him. But I couldn't find him on Facebook. I found his daughter on Facebook, but I don't really think it's my place or, you know, to do that either, unless, you know, until there would be actual, like, we did a DNA test and it showed that their family was, like, connected or somehow, you know, to involve the wife or the daughter or anything like that. You know, running into him and letting him know would be a different story, but I don't want it, you know, and I don't think Brandon would want to try to cause any issues, just to find out a question that, you know, we can obviously wait on and see the you know, find out with Ancestry. Because I mean, if we can even collect that there's one person that he connects to with with that side, then, you know. Yeah, well, not like a DNA test, but like a DNA test, like the Ancestry.com swab, because me and my sister have already done it. So our DNA is already there. So then if it comes back that he is a half sibling, then, well, we already have the ancestry, like, me and Brooke already are in the Ancestry.com, so it doesn't cross over. So he would have to do it that way to test and see if they're half siblings or full siblings. Yeah, I mean, a lot of scandals have came up ever since 23andMe and Ancestry.com came out. The 23andMe, I like that one because it has the like genetic type testing, I think, with it, where it kind of tells you if you're more prone to this, that, and the other. But then I also hear, like, didn't they have like a lawsuit where they were like selling information? I don't know. I could be making that up. Am I making that up? I don't know. For the longest time, I was like, I ain't sending my DNA to anybody. And then at that time, I was like, you know what? Who cares? What? You want to steal my stuff? Have fun. That was in the beginning. They were selling info. Yeah, I thought it was something like selling info or doing something like that. So, but, I mean, I thought about doing that one as well, just so I could do that portion. I wish they would allow you to do that portion, like just the medical side, but you have to do the DNA and medical. But I guess that could be a second opinion to see if the DNA really match from what Ancestry.com said. You know, Ancestry kits for myself for $39 right now. Damn, that's cheap. Oh, they bankrupt and sold. Gotcha. Yeah, that's what it did with me. I forget what all I got in me, but I got a lot. Got tons. They just send you a kit. You order it, like a lot of people order it through like Amazon or something. They'll send you a kit. You'll swab your cheeks, like both sides, for a certain amount of time. I forget if it's like 30, 45 seconds, something like that. You'll put it in the tube. They have the thing that you mail back to them, so it already has like the postage and everything. You put it in your mailbox, mail it back to them. It normally, I think it took like 4 to 6 weeks, and then you get an email with all of your information on there. And then since then, anytime that someone does Ancestry, it will, if they connect our DNA, if we're any type of kin or anything like that, then it will connect it and say, you know, hey, you have another match or whatever that's connected to your family, and so you can go in there and see who it is. Oh wow. I know his birthday's next week, so we'll just get him that. I think that'd be a cool thing anyway, right? I get it sent like to my grandma's address. Frankie got a DNA test. He got American Stratford Terrier. Oh shit, what all did he have in him? Lab. Kelpie. Something like that. He got a lot too. It's worth it. I mean, it depends, because, you know, there's 2 different kits out there. There's the 23andMe, and then there's the Ancestry. So you don't know which one your family member may have used, if they've used one at all, you know, anyway. So if you're looking, I would probably try to do both. You know, do one and then see if there's any connection. And if you don't find a connection through the first one, then order the second one and see. I don't know if I don't know if I would say if one is better than the other. I can't speak on 23andMe because I haven't got that one, but I do know that they offer the medical portion also for additional fees. So that's a perk that I haven't seen, that Ancestry. I don't see Ancestry.com having the medical portion where it says like if you could be if there's a potential for the BRCA gene or Parkinson's, or, you know, certain things like that, lupus, things like that, that it kind of looks and sees if there's any markers for it. So I think that's pretty neat. If you're looking to find someone, you know, try one. I try one and then, you know, see if there's any matches, and then I would go and try the other one if you can't narrow it down, because it's just a 50-50 shot with that. It just depends on what people want, you know, or which one they heard about first. So right, they're about the same other than the health aspect. So if the health stuff is going to cost more, if that's something that you want to do just for you, you know, then I would do 23andMe. If you're just looking for Ancestry to start a family tree, you know, anything like that, start off with the Ancestry.com is what I would recommend. But like I said, I want to do the 23andMe just so I can do the health portion. So this is 99. Someone says this. I love them all. I mean, I think it's a very interesting aspect. It helps you learn more about yourself, so I think that's a great thing. I got messages from people in England who are distant relatives. Yeah, Brooke got messages from someone who was looking for her biological father and ended up finding out that she was related to Brooke through her dad's side, and so they were looking. So I mean, interesting stories come from doing it, and you know, randomly you might see someone on there and be like, "Wait, I went to high school with them. We were cousins." So. What if nobody did it that matches DNA? You know, I've never heard of anyone saying that they haven't matched any DNA. So I don't know. Then you would be the first to, I guess, start that line, that genetic line, and then based on if anybody else came in, then they would match to your DNA, and then you would create that. You would create the family tree. Yeah, in high school, had a girlfriend, and they broke up. She went above and yeah, I was about to say, you're like, it goes far back. Like, it goes any type of DNA match. Like, if you are, third cousin 75 removed. Oh, hold on. Take a break. Sam needs me to grab something. I'll be right back.
Afraid 'cause the fire's in our bones. Please, don't let your hand shake. Well, I can see you skin through the darkness. I can feel lips on mine. Wanna feel the rhythm of your heartbeat. Know just how to stop me. So buckle up and take your ride, 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 ride. We gonna take a ride out of here. Why don't you know that, baby? You got something that I think will go good with me. Oh, yes, I do. I said, baby, 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 baby. You got what I need.
My bad. My bad. I apologize. You get a lot of messages from people that aren't 100% matches. You said your husband's related to Pocahontas? That's cool. I missed the name, but I saw it as it was going up. What? Yo, that's so cool. I'm related to Daniel Webster. Y'all wouldn't know that based off of my English, but the guy who the Webster Dictionary. He didn't teach me nothing. It didn't fall into my genetics. Mm-hmm. Been doing it for 30 years. Damn, that's crazy. How many times removed? Oh, I don't know. I found that out a long time ago. The before ancestry. He didn't teach me any of them words. Think. Madeline on the Titanic. Okay, who's Madeline? Which one was that? Really? Look, I need to finish watching. My damn grandma got me in that fucking show. And you just made me want to go watch it again. What's it called? Rain. You related to Elvis Presley? Really? Is Elvis that preacher guy? What's that guy's name? That's cool. Is he the preacher guy? What's that guy's name? Y'all saw that conspiracy? Why was he at Lisa's funeral? Why was he there? Am I just in too deep of conspiracy theory? Bob Joyce. I think Tudors is better than Rain. I haven't finished Rain yet. Ain't it kind of weird that he was there, like, he sings just like him, he looks just like, he built like him, he got the same type of, what was it, the scars they found on him. And then I was like, nah, it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy the whole time, right? And then the man was at the funeral, and I'm like, now, I was completely fine with believing that it was a conspiracy theory, and I was all good with it. Why this man decided to go to Elvis Presley's daughter's funeral? I just don't get it. His wife was Elvis' girlfriend in school. Are you serious? Don't be lying to me. What happened? We talking about Elvis Presley and Bob Joyce.
I thought you just heard Liz say she might come see us.
When?
After we get a puppy.
Shut the fuck up.
She's only coming to see a puppy.
Shut up. Yeah, look it up.
Bitch, I'm gonna see a puppy too, hang on.
Bob Joyce's wife was Elvis Presley's girlfriend in high school.
Who?
The guy, Bob Joyce, the guy, the guy who looked just like Elvis Presley. And he's a pastor.
Oh, yeah.
His wife is Elvis Presley's girlfriend, and from high school.
Weird.
And then he was at. See, you gotta be. You can't be doing that to me, y'all. Y'all know I'll go down it. Reign
conspiracy
is
that
it's
was-
about
It's just somebody different.
Mary, Queen of Scott, and Queen Elizabeth, and it tells the story. It basically tells the story of Mary, Queen of Scott, which I'm not really. I'm usually not into things like that, but I thoroughly was into
Did you turn
it.
the water on?
It's supposed to go off in 5 minutes, so can you just turn it off? Thank you. It was on. The only place that I could find it was Amazon Prime. That's the only place that I could find to watch it. My grandma has it on DVD, and that's how we were watching it. But it was on Amazon Prime. But I still haven't even got through the first season. There's like, what, 22 episodes a season? So I feel like it's gonna take me forever to get through it. And I haven't watched it at all this week. I watched it years ago on CW. Anne was in that, right? Which one was Anne? I don't know if she was in it. I can't remember. I was gonna bring my sewing kit in here and start sewing together some fabric, but I didn't feel like going and getting it. I'm tired. It's been a long day. I think Elizabeth is in that one. Yeah, and then, what's her name? Catherine. Queen Catherine. Nilla is on one side of the door. We have a glass, like, frosted door in my office. And so Nilla's on one side and Frankie's on this side. And so they're looking at each other through the glass doors trying to figure out how to get to each other. I'm too fucking tired tonight, y'all. I don't have nothing to talk about. What y'all want to talk? Yeah, I got something to say. That's what happens when it gets dark too early now. Janae and Queen and Harry can do a afterlife. Y'all can learn some recipes. Aren't they? Oh my god, bro! I was laughing so hard. Frankie, do you need to go in there? No, stay up there. Okay, or come down here. That's how they are all the time. They are so funny. I don't know. Well, I've been tired today because I've been... God, dog, I need to quit yawning. I'm just tired, like, today because I was working outside and... Like, after I got off here, I went outside. I started doing the freaking pool stuff and cutting grass, but doing, like, the push mower parts or, like, around the edges. And so now I'm just tired. The stripper names? Ambrosia. It's just like knew it so fast. That's why I was like, what in the world? Thank you. That's awesome. I've never seen that. Did you come up with mine? No, because I would not. I wouldn't be a stripper. I would be too shy. Never thought. It's for fun. I'm peaches and cream. Okay, you've came up with yours. So ambrosia, peaches and cream. What would Sam's be? Snow Bunny's business. That will probably be Sam. I'm not that clever. The only thing that comes in my head is candy cane. Oh, candy cane. Bamboo. Welcome to the stage, Bamboo. Yeah, I like that. Bamboo. That's funny. Mine is Happy Slappy. Happy Slappy. I like it. See, y'all are so much more clever than I am with the names. Sag Hag. Ambrosia. Peaches and cream. Bamboo. Happy Slappy. Sag Hag. Who else got some good ones? Wrinkles. We've got an interesting group of people that's going to be at this. Hillbilly Delight. We got an interesting group of people that's going to be there. Roly Poly Oly here. Hey. Sparkle Tits McGee. Getting busy. Getting busy. That's funny. Broken Hip Hustle. Y'all are fucking funny. Cozy Kitty. That's so funny. I like it. Tickle Britches. Tickle Britches. Welcome to the stage. Tickle Britches. That's so funny. Alright. We'll have an interesting group out there. Something for 18 and older. 18 to 99. Or is it 21 to 99? Well, I guess they can get in at 18, can't they? They just can't drink. Which I guess, if you can't drink, then, and you can't smoke until you're 21, then I don't think you should be able to get into any of the clubs. I mean, I might be bad. But I don't think you should be able to get into any of the clubs or anything until you're 21, huh? Sorry, that's my ADD and where I travel off to. But if you can't smoke cigarettes till you're 21 now, yeah, they changed it to 21. And you can't drink until you're 21. Then I think they should actually make the legal age of an adult be 21. That's my opinion. Might be partial, but I think. And you can't rent a car until you're 25. You can't rent a hotel, I think, until you. Do you have to be 25 to rent a hotel too, right? So I think that it should be 21 years old is when you become a legal adult. And I don't think that it should change the laws upon, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it should change the laws upon that. You can join the military at 18. I think that should be 21 too. But I mean, some people use it to get out of bad situations, so it's just a hard. So I don't know, you know. What kind of event are you having? A fun one. I don't know, what kind of event are we having? I was talking about the age of. I don't know. Yeah, I just ramble. I don't know what. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about. Oh, both parents signed? Yeah. Well, because they don't. I mean, it's proven that our frontal cortex doesn't fully develop until at least the age of 25. So, with that, why would you think that 18 would be someone that should be considered? They're able to care for themselves. I think they should be able to go off and go to, you know, college and do all of that the same. I just don't think that legally they should be considered adults by law. I don't think that I don't think that they should be legal adults by law until at least 21. Now, people 18 to 21 ain't gonna like that. But, you know, because I thought I was an adult at 15. So, trying to tell me that I had to wait till 21, I'd be pissed. But, you know, things change and we learn and we grow and we see mindsets and control. So, then do you think the age of marriage should change? Well, is the age of marriage 18? You can legally drink it at 17 at home. You just can't get it served until 21. So then do you think that the age of marriage should change? Huh. Is the age of marriage 18? Like that's like the consent for it would be 18. I don't know. I mean, I think that see, I like questions like that because it makes me think. Because I think they should be able to, you know, do everything else the same, go off to college, you know, and things like that. But even then, like, when someone, they typically have to, like, get their parents to help them rent a house up until they're, like, 21 anyway. Because nobody really wants to rent to an 18-year-old kid. Yeah, I probably would. I would probably say 21 for all of it. Yeah. I would say that the age for marriage should be 21 or older. Cigarettes, 21 or older. Military, 21 or older. Drinking, 21 or older. Legal adult, 21 or older. That'd be what I did if I were able to. Voting, I mean, if it's legal 21, if I were everything, I would do 21 or older. Yeah, I would still say 21 or older because you would be considered not a legal adult. So yeah, I would say 21 or older. Because it doesn't make sense to make you an adult. Say you're an adult, but you can't drink alcohol. say you're an adult and you can serve life in prison, but you can't go to a bar and drink a beer. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. So if you don't think that they are mature enough to handle alcohol until the age of 21, now you don't think they're mature enough to smoke cigarettes until the age of 21, then why would you think that they were mature enough to not make mistakes and break the law and then have them serve, multitudes of weeks, months, years, or ruin their careers over a mistake from 18 to 21, depending upon what the crime is, of course. Circumstances change, and I do believe, just like there is now, where people do horrific crimes at the age of 15, 16 years old, 17 years old, and they are charged as a legal adult for the violence that they've committed. I do agree with that in certain circumstances where it is actually like a violent crime and we have sufficient amount of evidence to prove that that's them. I do believe that they could be charged as an adult for certain things, because once you're at that age, there are some things that you can't blame on a frontal cortex not being fully developed, so but I don't think, you making a mistake of a bar fight or, experimenting with illegal substances and it go on your adult record, and it sticks with you for a very long time. And so these, what I consider kids going through college, having experiences and, gonna be dumb and do stupid things and make mistakes, I don't think that should cost them and be on a permanent record to follow them around, and then we expect them to be able to turn their lives around. You know what I mean? And be able to do something with their life. It's hard to pull yourself out of a rut when you have ruined your adult record at 18, 19 years old because you didn't know any better, because you grew up in a bad, whatever, this is the lifestyle. You haven't had a chance to learn yet. So I think by the age of 21, I think you still do the same thing. You move out, you go to college, you get your own place, your parents help you get your place, you pay your rent, you do your things. Like, I still think all that should be the same from 18 to 21 after you graduate high school. But I think that is your trial run, practice run at becoming an adult. It's teaching you the values of learning how to, save your money, learning what credit is, giving you the basics of what life is going to be thrown at. Because by the time you hit 21 years old, you're pretty much worn out on partying and acting a fool. You're ready to start life. You're ready to kind of have people see you as an adult, even though you're still not going to be looked at like one. You're ready for them to look at you like one. So that's what I would do. No, I don't think college is attainable. I didn't go to college right out of school. I'm saying still be able to move out if you want to move out of your home, not where your parents can't, say you have to be here, like they would 16, 15, 14, So I still think that you should be able to move out, get you a roommate, work, pay your rent doing it that way if you're not going to school, find your trade, what you want to do. I just think that, you shouldn't be charged as an adult if you can't legally drink, smoke a cigarette, rent a car, get a hotel room, but they're expected to be adults. It doesn't make sense to me. But you can serve in the military. See, and that's my other thing. I said maybe 21 to serve in the military, but at the same time, it's like, well, maybe they should be able to go in at 18 since it would start them a trade. So maybe I wouldn't, if it were up to me, maybe I wouldn't change that. I would still let them go in if that's something that they aspire to do, because it can lead to a great career field if, they take it seriously, or, get in the right field of something that they're passionate about, or they can switch to something they're passionate about. So maybe leaving that alone, since it is a career path. But everything else, I would say 21. Yeah, at 18, you should know right from wrong. However, impulse control is not fully developed until close to 25 years old. And so that's why you see hotheads and people who are impulsive at that age, 18, 19, 20, 21, because it's not fully developed. So, yeah, that's why I say they should be charged if they are doing full-on violent crimes. You know what I mean? You're aggressive already, or you're just stupid things that 18, 19, 20-year-olds do when they're in college, or they're at their friend's house, college age, I don't think that it should be put on your permanent record when you can't smoke a cigarette. If you expect them to know right from wrong, then at 18, 19, and 20 years old, why are we not allowing them to smoke cigarettes, make their choice of smoking cigarettes, or make their choice of drinking alcohol, or being able to rent a car, or being able to rent a hotel? What they can do at 18 years old is ruin their credit. Now, at 18 years old, if you have a job, they can pretty much go out and get a loan or a credit card or something like that, and we make it very easy for them to ruin their credit at 18 years old, because they don't know better, because they know that that's a target audience who has impulse control issues, and you're sending them things in the mail saying, hey, here's free money that you don't have to pay back for a while, you can use it now. And so we activate them into debt by 18 years old, 19 years old, when we're sending all these things out, but we're saying that they're not adult enough to drink alcohol, smoke a cigarette, rent a car, rent a hotel, so it doesn't make sense. We have things backwards. And that's my opinion. People can think that we have the best setup around, I guess. You would have to really give me some interesting points to make me even remotely change my mind in that. You would have to give me some valid evidence as to what's happened in the past 30 years that would make me believe that wouldn't be the best option for people here in America. Other countries, it's completely different. Other countries is completely different, because in France, Europe, things like that, they drink wine at an early age. They it's their culture, so a lot of people don't over abuse it, because they're already allowed to use it. It's not really a rush like it is here, where it's more of a rush. Oh, I can do this, and you would change it to 18. Everything. Why? Oh, I would try to change driving to 18. 18 is legal drinking in Australia. Really? I don't know if I would mess with the driving, in my opinion. I think I would make the classes more real. Showing a child at 15, 16 years old a crashed automobile vehicle out in front of your school before prom, I don't think does enough to make them realize what could happen. So making a video together of showing instances of what truly happens on the road, how quick a road rage incident can turn into someone losing their life, how quick looking down at a text message that goes off can take you across that lane and you take someone else's life or lose yours at the same time. Being real and stop pretending like these things don't happen and sugarcoating it and saying, look, if you get behind the wheel and you act like an idiot and you want to race your friends or you want to do this, well, this is what they wanted to race too, and they lost their life because of it. You know, and if you want to do that, then you go to a safe place of a racetrack that's set up for things like that, and, you know, you do things there. But you actually show them what happens in these scenarios and stop sugarcoating it. I would rather scare a child into seeing what reality is and what could possibly happen if they're stupid enough to go out and not care because they were drinking or they were smoking or they were acting stupid and not paying attention to the roads. I would rather them be fearful of that and pay more attention to the road than not explain thoroughly and show actual footage, since we have dash cam footage of these things, of what can happen when you take your eye off the road for a split second. What can happen even if you are doing everything correctly. How to handle a car when you're hydroplaning. Those are things that needs to be pushed. So what? Y'all had to sit in traffic court and then the judge would issue our license at the end. I donated my daughter's car, which she was in the senior program. Oh, I'm so sorry. And that's, you know, that's the thing, that's the reality of it, and that's why I say I think it needs to be, unfortunately, put out in the face more than it is. I'm so sorry, like, I couldn't even imagine. If you don't mind me asking, how long ago was that? Looking at that. That light keeps shining in my eye. She was 17. In her senior year, 2006. Graduated 2005. She was 17. I'm so sorry. So sorry. Insurance, 30 years. The last 10 years, distracted drivers has tripled for teens. Well, we didn't have phones. I mean, we had phones, but we didn't have phones like we do now. She hydroplaned and was T-boned. And they should have to watch things like that, to the 90-minute seminars. And damn, we had a lot just in my high school. We had 3 high schools that was all around each other, and we all would drive to our off-campus school. All three of the schools went to this off-campus place where they had like graphic designs and welding and electrician and baking and all of these different cosmetology, all of these different courses. And there was a lot of accidents coming from the 3 schools, having all those teenagers on the road. Driver's ed wasn't anything when I was there either. I went to driver's ed in school. I drove 1 week. I think we did like 2 weeks of classroom stuff where we watched, like, to learn about like certain defense. We didn't learn a lot. I don't remember anything that I learned besides how to drive. We learned like the road signs and things like that, and then I drove for a week, and the rest of the time it was study hall. I think that you should have to get your driver's license checked. I think like every like, y'all might get mad at me for this, but look, once you over the age of like 70, I think they should check you every couple of years, because look, we finally had to tell my grandma she couldn't drive no more. This woman was getting on the interstate going 15 miles an hour, and then staying in the road driving 20. And I don't know, these cars were so, oh my God, I was so scared. I was like, Grandma, you have to speed up. You can't go this slow on the interstate. You cannot do this. So we should have a device that locks your phone when you start the car. I agree with that. Well, once you put it in drive, so that way you can still like make sure that you have like whatever you need on there, your map or anything like that. But then it locks up, and you can't mess with it until you've got your car in park. I like that. Really? Insurance rates go up. See, they just be messing with it. That's not fair. I mean, I see why they do it, but yeah, except the dial 911, which I think that's just, I think that phone service or anything, you can call 911 from it. Yeah, they do not like it when you take the cars away. I completely get it. We had to take Sam's granny's car away also before she passed. But that woman, she was not, we had to take hers away because she was a speed demon. Okay, this woman, she wasn't a slow driver. She scared us. No, you cannot be doing that. The neighbors be like, your granny been driving really fast by the road today. Well, what are you doing? Yeah, I agree with that. But how does it associate? How would they associate whether you were in the passenger side or the driver for the phone? Oh yeah, North Carolina, South Carolina, sure do got some bad drivers over here, y'all. Horrible, scary, don't know how to drive. These people, if it even starts to drizzle, you should fear for your vehicle. Okay. At least people in California and people in New York, like they drive aggressive and mean, but they know their vehicles. They know how big their vehicles are. They know what they can do. Here, they don't. They don't know their vehicles, so they'll just like hit the front end of you, or it. If it's raining, you might as well just stay home because these people don't know how to drive at all. Yeah. Okay, so maybe it's just everywhere. Maybe it's just us. Americans just can't drive, and we all think we can drive better than others. Is that what it is? Maybe I'm a bad driver. Maybe I'm a bad driver. Oh no, there is some entitled ass people around here. Ever driving Kuwait? I have not. We rode we were gonna rent a car in Mexico when we went to Playa del Carmen, and I'm glad we didn't, because that was scary. Yeah, anyone who get a DUI and then they'd be like, "Well, why are you canceling my policy? Why do I have to get an SR22?" Because you dumb, and you drank and drove, and then you did it again. I'm really good. Well, luckily I don't like to drink. I'm not a drinker. I'm a gardener. So Sam kind of looks up with me, and I'm always the DD. But the few times that we do go out and I decide to get tipsy or a little more than tipsy, we get a Lyft or we get a Uber back. You know, like, just spend the extra money and or call a friend. But so I tell my friends too, like, I don't care if it's 3 o'clock in the morning. If you are out and you are tipsy or drunk and you can't afford an Uber or a Lyft or just call me. Just call me. Like, don't be stupid. I would much rather get up at 3 o'clock in the morning and come pick your ass up and take you to your house and get your car the next day than to be carrying your casket or sitting at a pew listening to a pastor talk about you and what a great life you had. So, one little small mistake and your reflexes are off being drunk, and that could be the end for you. So, pay attention, be smart. If you got friends that'll pick you up, call them. If you don't have money for an Uber or a Lyft, you probably didn't have the money to go out and drink, and you should have just probably stayed home or just hung out with your friends. But always save enough money to get you a ride home if you're planning to get drunk. Just my opinion. Take it or leave it. I'm just all over the place tonight, so My bad. Then I moved the Huntersville. Well, y'all got anything else? Or y'all got anything y'all want to talk about? Otherwise, I'm done for the night. Taking tomorrow off to... Well, I'm always off on Saturdays, but tomorrow I've got so much stuff. We're going to try to get everything packed up and be ready to leave out. Hi, gorgeous.
Hey, Frankie, why do you have that?
What's he at? How does he have that?
I threw it at you earlier.
Look what this little sucker's got in his mouth again. What are you doing with this? This was supposed to be the dryer ball, and now it's Frankie ball.
No.
Is this yours? Look at that smile. Is this yours? Yeah.
You say you
You can't chew it up, though.
You can't have it.
Well, it's already chewed it up. Or chewed on it. What, you gonna put that on your clothes?
We can wash it.
You gonna wash that?
Can't just throw it in the washer.
I don't know. Maybe you should look that up.
We got the internet.
I'll be live Sunday before I leave out of town. So that'll be my last scheduled live
For a minute.
until the next Sunday.
We don't know. We might go live.
I said my next scheduled live. I don't want to say that I'll be live a certain day and not go live.
Okay, whatever. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
See?
You're right,
That's why I
you're
said
right.
scheduled.
You're right.
You know, I would tell y'all where I was going. However, I can't because I got some sketch ass people who are. But listen, it's our 10-year anniversary. We have a lot of plans that we already have that's made. It really wouldn't be fair for the puppies because we're trying to go out and do a bunch of things and they would be left. So they'll be completely covered and spoiled. So we playing Fortnite.
Wow.
Turn mine on.
Don't tease me, girl.
I mean, no promises, but turn it on. I'm tired too, though. So, but yeah, when I get back, I'll definitely share it. But yeah, I may go live while we're out, but it'll just be a sporadic here or there. So, y'all have a wonderful evening. Enjoy your weekend. I will see y'all on Sunday. And, yeah. Have a good day.